Hey guys, I am back and today we are going to be doing a fun little installment in my Capsule Collection series. So if you are new here, my name is Jasmine, this is my channel, and I am currently in university, which means that for me, it didn't make sense to bring all of my makeup with me when I was living in the dorms or when I am in my college apartment or in the apartment that I'm in now, because I have an unnecessary amount of makeup. It would be like an entire box. And also, I don't want to risk breaking things like by bringing all of my eyeshadow palettes back and forth unnecessarily. So what I've started doing is I bring down little like capsule collections, kind of like a capsule wardrobe, down with me whenever I go to school or whatever it may be, and then I will kind of use that little capsule collection for the quarter, and then when I go home for winter break, spring break, summer, whatever it may be, then I will switch some things out, replace things that I've used up, kind of rotate through my collection that way. So instead of doing like a monthly makeup basket, I do a quarterly capsule. Now, this capsule is a little bit special because I am actually going to be using these products for the next, for about 6 months. I'm already a month into this capsule. I just haven't gotten around to filming this video yet, but I'm not going to be going home at the end of summer or at any point in the fall like I normally would if I was in school, because I'm doing an internship right now. So these products are going to last me for 6 months instead, and then my next capsule collection installment is going to be in January. So this is fun. This is also a good way to kind of, for me at least, to lay out all of the products that I'm panning, because sometimes it gets to be quite a lot. So without further ado, I'm going to hop straight into this video. How I usually do things is I have a little setup that's like my daily makeup, and then I usually have a little bag that has backups and other fun things in it so that if I want to play, I can, but I don't have like a huge amount just sitting on my desk. So usually I have a big white container. Now I'm using this little pink acrylic container that I used with me my freshman year of college, and this one's just a little smaller, so I thought it worked well for this apartment. Come on, you guys, train of thought, you can do this. So I have most of my everyday stuff, the things I'm panning, stuff like that, in this one, and then I can't, oh, there it is. And then I also keep like some pencil sharpeners, a little bit of perfume minis, some things like that that I'm not going to talk about. So to get started, I'm just going to go through like in the order that I would do my face. I have this Smashbox Minimize Pores Primer. I'm panning this. As you can see, I am almost done with it, so this may be moved out soon, and I do have some primer backups in my bag. And I also have this MAC Strobe Cream in the shade Pink Light. This is what I'm wearing that I think is making me so glowy right now, but I do really like that product. This is kind of a primer-ish product. And then I have my Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation in the shade 212. Also panning this. There's going to be a theme, especially with the base products. For powder and bronzer, I use this Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. So I use these shades to set my under eye, and then the bronzer shades as bronzer, obviously. So that is something else I am panning right now. And then just to finish up with the things in this little caddy, I'll get that later. And sitting in this little bigger compartment in this, I have my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop, which I'm panning. My Stila Heaven's Hue Highlighter in the shade Kitten, which I am panning. And my Pan That palette, which is the Tartist Pro To Go palette. If you are interested in seeing any of the product pans that I am mentioning, make sure to check out the description box down below. I will link everything down there. In this one, we have some like tweezers and sharpeners, And then I also have my RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer in the shade 22. I've been really liking this one. We also have the Creme Shop Eyebrow Pom Pom in the shade Taupe. So that I have been getting some good use on now that I have worked through some other brow products. And then I also have my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is just a little mini and I don't have very much left, but that sits up there too. And then while I'm talking about setting sprays, I have just a little bit left, this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So that is running low. And I have my Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray, which I'm panning. How many times I'm going to say this in this video? I'm curious. It'd be kind of cool just to do a video, like, or as an experiment where I pull out all of the products that I am panning. And it's basically a full face. Then some eye products before we get into lips, because lips is where I generally bring the most and kind of have the most playtime. I have my mascara stuff, my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Base, and my Bare Minerals Lashtopia Mascara. So that's what I just wear on my eyes every day, or most days. Then for eyeliner, I have two of these Cargo Smubbles eyeliners in the shade Lake Como and Black Sea. So these are kind of standard. I've been bringing these with me almost every capsule collection thus far. I have my Lancome Le Crayon Kohl in Black Coffee and my KVD tattoo liner, which I'm panning. I generally will bring like a couple of eyeliners. I really could get away with just one, and I would never bring multiple eyeliners with me on like a trip or something, but I do really love this blue one. I'm panning these two black ones, and I do like having a brown on hand because my Pan That palette sometimes makes softer looks and a brown is much more suitable to them than a black, and so I like having that option. So those are the eyeliners. Then for lips, I have, I don't know where it went, but I have my Italia Deluxe Lip Liner in Nude. I think it's in a purse somewhere. I have this Lanka & Co. Cloud Lips in the shade Sun Shower. Both of those are in my Lippies project. And then my other two products in my Lippies project are my Fenty Gloss Bomb and my Nude Sticks Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in the shade Purity. This is what I use as a blush. I know I roped it in with lip products because typically I tend to prefer pencils like this on the lips than I do on the cheeks, but I'm trying to work through some of them, so that's why I'm using this as blush mostly. Then for my Graveyard Project pan, I'm using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipstick in Spice. This is what I'm wearing today. And then I have my Disney, Aladdin, and MAC collaboration in the shade Princess Incognito. This is my favorite lipstick, and this is like a lucky lipstick, as silly as it is. This is what I like wearing if I have like an important night or something like that, or if I really want to make sure that I'm happy with how my makeup looks, then this is the lipstick I use because it's so beautiful. Oh, I totally forgot to talk about these with the eye stuff, but I have my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer, which I'm panning, and my Stila Shimmer and Glow Liquid Shadow in the shade Kitten. I was panning this and kind of gave up on it, so now I'm just keeping it in here in case I do want to play with it, but I'm not focusing on it anymore. A couple more nudes. Well, this is kind of a deeper nude. I have my MAC lipstick in the shade Retro, which is pretty, and my Buxom lip gloss in the shade Rose Julep. And then some brights. I have that bright fuchsia from Lock & Co. from earlier, but I have also more of a reddy orange, which is my bright Amuse Bouche liquid lipstick in the shade Flambe, and then my Nars liquid lipstick in the shade Star Woman. Both of these are little minis, but I do like bright lips, so I enjoy having like little options here and there. So that is everything that like sits on my desk on a daily basis. And then now we're going to get into what I keep in my little extra bag that sits in one of the drawers of my bathroom. Okay, so now I'm going to be going through this little bag that sits in one of the drawers of my bathroom. This bag contains backups, so products that I think I will be using up soon or within the amount of time that I'll be here. If I have a backup of it, I'll just bring it with me so that I don't have to buy a new product when I have a perfectly good product sitting at my mom's house. And then just a couple like fun things that I may want to play with or I may want to roll into a project pan. So starting off, I have these two e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealers. I was using these super consistently and then ended up switching over to the Ilia one while I was traveling because both of these are on their last legs. Like there's not much product. And now what I need to do is I need to grow up and scrape all of the product out of these with a little makeup spatula and like depot them into some sort of like old little container. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, and so I'm wearing the shade light beige today. I still use them, they just don't sit on my desk because when I'm getting ready like really quickly and I'm not like makeup playtiming, I don't like having to like kind of scrape around for product. So that's why these are in the backup, even though I opened them before the Ilia and they're more used up than the Ilia. It doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in my head. Another backup is this Revlon Prime Plus Mattifying and Pore Reducing Primer. This is an okay primer. I just figured it might be good since I was going to somewhere pretty hot as a backup for my Smashbox primer. I also have my Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, which is my favorite primer that I've ever tried. So when I finish up my Strobe Cream and my other primer, I may just roll this in, or once it gets a little bit cooler here, I'll start using this. Since the other Mario Badescu sprays almost done, I have this little kind of smaller size of their facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender, so this will be my next kind of toning mist. Something that is a backup that I actually might start rolling in sooner now that I'm like so tan. I kind of don't, my foundation doesn't really match the rest of my body. I noticed this when I was taking photos the other day. I also had put on a little bit too much foundation. I think that was part of it, but we were taking photos and my face looked so pale. It's bad. It's hard to see right now because I'm wearing so much bronzer and I'm not wearing very much foundation, but I might need to start pulling this Coola Resilience BB and Sun Plus Sunscreen in the shade Light Medium in and like mixing them together while I finish that one up because it's starting to get like really pale for me. And then this isn't really a backup, but I like having a loose powder. This is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage. I like having one because sometimes like whatever you're doing, a little like pressed colored powder just isn't what you need, and so I like having this on hand. And when I eventually do use up those two pans of powder in the Tarte palette, then I will go back to using this. Some things that I brought just in case I need them or want them is this Lorac Chroma blush. Chroma is the shade, and I really like this. This is much more cool toned than the blush cream that I'm using right now. So in case I do go through a phase where I'm into really cool tones, then I can pull this back out. The two like fun playtime eyeshadow palettes I brought with me are my Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I do really love this palette. Every time I've used it, I've really enjoyed my eyeshadow. And I would like to get some more use out of this. I just have my heart really set on reaching my goals on my Pan That palette, so I rarely reach for anything else. Also, I picked a good Pan That palette. It's something that I can use every day and not be upset with it or not get sick of it. So because of that, I don't feel like I have to reach for other things. But I do really like this palette, and I'm hoping to get some more use on it at some point this year. And then my other palette, if you've watched any of my videos or my capsule collections thus far, you'll know it's got to be my Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 2. This one has seen a little bit of love. I mean, I don't have any pans on it or anything crazy, but this has got a big dip on it because I did this like cool graphic liner look where I scraped off a bunch of it. I have like small dips forming in a lot of the mattes. I have used the shimmers a good, or not the shimmers, the glitters a good amount. I do really love this palette, and I'm really happy that Tati's back on YouTube, that she's not quitting, that she's not closing down her businesses, because if she shut down Tati Beauty and you couldn't get your hands on this anymore, I don't know what I would do. I would probably pan it and then like clean it and then like frame it or something. I don't know. That sounds neurotic, but that would be hard. If I knew I could never buy this again, then I would be really, really sad. Or also that I couldn't buy any product from her ever again. I think it's more the thought process. And then another little thing, I was panning this Stila Glitter and Glow shadow in the shade Plum on. I have since stopped panning it, but I just have it in this bag in case I do want to play with it. For some reason, I have two little mascara minis, the Laura Mercier Caviar Volume and the Milk Kush Mascara. These are okay. I don't really love either of them. I am really liking my Bare Minerals one right now, and there's a very good chance that these will dry out by the time I finish with my Bare Minerals and get around to using these again, and I'm okay with that because I really like my Bare Minerals one and I don't want to switch the two, use these up and let that one dry out. And then now is just a ton of lip products because I like having options. Apparently also I have a Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mini. Why do I have so much mascara? I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel that is pretty dried out. I don't know why I still hold on to this. There are some products that I have a hard time letting go of. That is one of them. And then I have two more eyeliners, the Cargo Swimmables. They're both Cargo Swimmables, but they're in the shade Karen K-A-R-O-N Beach and Avalon Beach. So these are both like fun colors in case, you know, I become a different human being. No, I like fun eyeliners. And then I also have this Amazing Lash Studio Raise Some Brows Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown because I do my friends' makeup enough and almost most of them are like true brunettes. I'm like blondish brunette. Anyways, they have darker brows than I do, so I hold on to this for when I do their makeup and I need a brow product for them because they don't do their own brows when they do their makeup. And it bothers me. No, it doesn't bother me, but I feel like I'm doing their makeup incompletely, if that makes sense. I don't know. 3 lip liners, 2 Italian Deluxe ones in the shade Black Currant and Red Apple, just a red and a berry in case I am doing a bright lip and I need a lip liner. And then Revlon Color Stay lip liner in Fuchsia. I was painting this last year. Now I just kind of reach for it whenever I really feel like I need a bright lip liner, but that is honestly kind of rare. I tend to just go in with a lipstick and pray. Then I have this Lorac Pro matte lip color in the shade Magenta, which is a pretty purpley color. For liquid lipsticks, I have Nars Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Spike, Pure About Last Night, and L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Gloss in Forbidden Kiss. So these are all purpley tones. I don't know if you can tell. I like purples. And these are more just like if I really want to play. Oh, another eye product that I missed is this Cargo Cosmetics Waterproof Mascara Top Coat. This is a just in case kind of product. And then I brought some products that I thought would be good to pan. Since I don't really wear makeup to work, they would be good, like just hydrating lip colors to go under masks. So this is my Revlon Kiss Balm in the shade Fresh Strawberry. And then I have 3 of these Ulta Beauty Juice Infused Lip Oils in the shade Cranberry and Pomegranate, Coconut, and Sweet Rose. So these are all possible panning chopping block items. I have Mac Twig, which is another beautiful shade. I have actually used one of these up before, so you can tell it's a favorite. And then two brighter fun glosses are my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Lip Shine in the shade Bright Poppy, and Buxom Full On Lip Polish in the shade Jasmine. So I just really like the name of this one, and it's a pretty color, but if I'm being honest with myself, I wear it because I like the name. So that is everything that I brought with me. This may seem excessive, but sometimes I just really like playing and dipping into new things and doing different lip colors. So that's how I justify this to myself. I in no way think that I need all of this makeup, and there's a very good chance that there are certain products, especially in this extras bag, that I won't even touch. But it all fit in 2 little makeup bags, and it makes me happy. So I'm not judging myself too harshly. Other than that, that is everything that is everything I have for today's video. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day wherever you are, and I really hope to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys!